Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, the Hut. Welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. And I hope you like this video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. So, the New York Yankees, currently in last place. They are under 500 for the first time since 1995 this late in the season. They are on the precipice of doing something they've not done since 1992, and that's being a last place team. And possibly outside chance of losing maybe 90 games, or at least 85 games. And they see what the Mets are doing, and I think more likely the Yankee fans want to see if the Yankees can do what the Mets did by trading Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer, eat the contract, and picked up some prospects. So Yankee scum fans are very desperate. As you know, they're not used to this, playing poorly. They always like, well, we're gonna get things ready for October. Oh, that's not happening this year, boys and girls. From EliteSportsNY.com. Do the Yankees have a path to offload Giancarlo Stanton in a trade? Well, let's see what this article has to say. The Yankees are at 500 in August and just won and got one hit by the MLB best Braves. Last place in the AL East feels more like the new normal every day, and the final AL wildcard is drifting further out of sight. That means it's off-season mode in August, and we're getting started with a big name. Giancarlo Stanton. Fans lament the Yankees not pursuing either Bryce Harper nor Manny Machado in free agency. Things might have been different had Stanton not been available at Sam's Club pricing in December 2017. And let's be clear, it was the right move. No, it wasn't. I'm a Met fan. It was a bad move for the Yankees, to be honest with you. Starlin Castro and a bucket of balls prospects for a reigning MVP is officially, but it's Zava territory. I have no idea what any of this stuff means. It's a little too chic for me. And as expected, Stanton's Bronx tenure has been ruled by injuries and underperformance. He's Dave Winfield all over again. Let me tell you something. This guy is not a patch on Winfield's fanny. Winfield's a Hall of Famer. Stanton's not going. The closest he's going to get to the Hall of Fame is getting a ticket. Dave Winfield was a great player, and he was a great Yankee. Very underrated in his time here. But without the benefit of durability, no kidding. Winfield's better than him. Great athlete. This guy can't stay healthy. That's a big thing. I want a guy that's healthy. 4 years, $118 million, and an option remaining, and with the Marlins kicking a healthy $20 million. The Yankees need to get younger and find a way to offload him, and his albatross contract would be a good start. The catch, he has a full no-trade clause and would need to approve any deal. However, if GM Brian Cashman makes the right pitch, perhaps Stanton can be talked into joining any of the following teams. The Dodgers. The boys in blue makes sense for Stanton, as do most, if not all, of the California teams. He's from nearby Sherman Oaks and may relish the chance to go home. With how aggressive the Dodgers have been with money, currently housing nearly $240 million on payroll, they could probably be talked into taking Stanton. Cashman would also want some prospects coming back, and the Dodgers have had a strong player development. Better yet, there's tons of young, talented pitching talent on the farm. If both sides can agree on compensation and hammering out the money, Stanton has no reason to avoid the trade, especially if the Dodgers are also serious about landing Shohei Ohtani. This Dodger thing, this is just not happening. The San Diego Padres. Similarly, LA's NL West rival, this is written so poorly. Padres could be a fit for the former. You don't need to do that. Just say the Padres. Could be a fit for the former MVP. They already have a stacked lineup with Machado and Xander. Bring another guy that can help them with their dysfunction. The Los Angeles Angels. Ohtani's inevitable departure from Orange County leaves the Halos without a real draw beside Mike Trout. Stanton's not a draw. At least until Mickey Moniak proves he's here to stay. Here, Stanton gets to come home and also potentially play for former Yankees coach Phil Nevin. More importantly, Cashman should pursue trading Stanton to the Angels for one reason. Owner Artie Moreno might be crazy enough to cover all remaining salary. As a return, Cashman could just pick who he likes from a scrap heap that is the Angels' phone. This makes no sense. The Phillies. This deal would be a big gamble, but Cashman can at least ask Phillies president Dave Dombrowski. The Yankees should offer a Stanton for Kyle Schwarber. Really? Give me a break. Schwarber is pretty good. Don't let that batting average fool you. That guy is big pitcher. The Phillies get Stanton, who essentially provides what Schwarber does, but also hits above the Mendoza line. Let me tell you about Schwarber. He hits big pitching. That's a guy you don't want to face in the playoffs. That guy can rake, and he hits for power. This guy's better than Stanton. New York gets a big lefty bat. But Cashman doesn't like lefty bats. Not to mention a former Cashman trade target. Schwarber won't hit pretty and will essentially be another Joey Gallo. He will, however, be the opposite of his big lefty predecessor and at least hit consistent home runs. This guy's a better player. He's a better hitter than Gallo. And that guy's better than Stanton. Dombrowski might also want prospects to offset the cost of an aging veteran. As long as he's not asking for the whole farm, both sides should hammer out a deal. The Rangers. 20 years after the A-Rod trade, what if the Yankees swung another deal with Texas involving Stanton? Money is not an object. What with management spending close to $1 billion in free agency the last 2 years, that's the Rangers. One more big bat in the lineup also puts the Rangers over the top in the AL West. Aren't they already over the top? What a weird article. It also helps that this is the range Yankee fan. It also helps that Texas has some intriguing prospects, namely pitcher and former college star Jack Leiter. This guy, he's not getting Jack Leiter for Stanton and all that, having to give up that money. Now the least realistic one, which was in the part of the middle of this article. This isn't a very realistic option, especially considering the crosstown rivals rarely do business, as the Mets. However, this is more about getting Stanton to both waive his no trade clause and also stay in New York. And the Mets rebuilding. The Mets are not rebuilding, asshole. And Cashman has an opening. What if the veteran GM approached Mets owner Steve Cohen and just ignored Billy Epler and offered up Stanton in exchange for offloading some payroll in Queens? For argument's sake, we'll say Jeff McNeil. Yeah, okay. The odds of the trade actually happening are a hair above zero. But Cashman should still call Cohen and ask. The Mets have a general manager, and they're probably going to have a president of baseball operations. Why would he call Steve Cohen directly? This is a pipe dream by a desperate man, a desperate Yankee fan. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Head too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.